Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to iTouch App Reviewers. In this video, I want to do a quick unboxing and review of the Kumi GW20, and I want to give a big thank you and shout out to HEKKA for sending this out free for review. So big shout out to them. They got us the hookup with this watch, and as you guys can see, it looks really cool. So I had to check this one out. Let's take a look around the box here. Nothing crazy going on, but it is a nice high quality feeling box. It says business style, health monitor, and sport mode, so that is cool. And this part of the video that I'm doing right now is just going to be the unboxing, but I'm going to have the full review in this same video. I'm just going to, through the magic of editing, I'll be able to hook it all up so you guys will see. So anyways, today for me, this is just the unboxing. So wow, here we are again, a very high quality image. It's actually raised, which feels really cool. Nothing else really around the box, just a little bit about their app on the Play Store and the App Store. Let's go ahead and unbox this here. Actually, I think we are going to need a knife for this because they have the sticker right here. So let's go ahead and slice it like that. There we go. And now, there we go. Pops right off. Hello. And here we are. English, please. There we go. So if you want to read that, go ahead, but I'm not going to right now. We will set this to the side, open this up, and that is an interesting presentation. I'm assuming it fell during shipping, so I think it's probably supposed to be something like that. That looks so cool. Wow. All right, I think you guys know what this design might be imitating. You guys probably know. Here is a quick look around the watch itself. It looks super high quality, and it's got some weight to it. And this is metal. It feels super solid. Wow, I am very impressed already. So let's go ahead and peel this off. There we go. There's the screen. Very interesting looking watch. I mean, this is very unique. You can see even in these straps, these holes are filled up. I'm assuming they pop out or pop to the side. Any juice? Nope, no juice. Let's see what else we got in the box. So we'll set that right here. All right, so in the box we have a magnetic charger, which I definitely like. These are super convenient, but it is USB-A, which, I'm trying to phase that out of my life, but hey, for a little watch like this, let's do it. So here is the user manual. See how big it is actually. It's not too bad. There is an app, so I'm going to download the app there and see what it is. So let's set this all off to the side. So that is the quick unboxing portion of this watch. Keep watching this video because I'm gonna have the full review after like a week or two of testing coming up right now. All right, guys, so we are back in and it's been about a week and I've been using this watch every single day along with my Garmin. So I'll have this one on this wrist and this one over here. By the way, just to give you a size comparison, this thing is a pretty big watch. So keep that in mind. If you're not a fan of big watches, this one might not be for you. But this one is pretty big. I thought it looked pretty cool on my wrist. My wrists are not big, by the way, and I still think this looked really good. So you guys can see there kind of how it looks. And it drapes over the wrist pretty well because it's got the silicone band. So not a huge deal. Girls might not want it just because it's so thick and big, but hey, to each their own. Now the color of this I thought was awesome. I really like this color. It doesn't really match the gold iPhone too well, but it's close enough from a distance. It just looks good. And then the design of this is actually really nice. So the strap here, as you guys can see, it's a soft touch silicone band. And then under here, you guys can see the modules here that can take your blood oxygen and your heart rate. There's only one button on it, but the whole screen is a touch screen. So if I just press that here, it comes right up to life and you guys can see how crisp and clean that looks. Now there is one thing that might stand out to you, and that is if you look closely, the minute hand actually is not perfectly sweeping. It's like the refresh rate of the screen is not, maybe it's at like 1 hertz or something. I don't know. But that's the only small thing about the screen that I didn't like. This is a huge screen and it's super nice to just scroll right through it. The colors are super vibrant. These are the most vibrant colors that I've seen on any smartwatch. Now last night I did not wear this to sleep, but I'll show you guys the data here in a bit. We'll swipe through some of these. This was probably the last reading. I don't know when that was. Keep scrolling. You guys can see the colors on this look so good. Music controls, camera, breathe, and then we're back to the top. Now, if you tap and hold, you can actually switch your screen. So if you didn't like this one, you can do this one, any of these, and they all look really good. Personally, this one might look good on camera just because it's so blocky. But you can also change these from the app, and there's a ton more. This is what it comes with by standard, but I thought this one looked really good, so let's go with this one. Now, it does have a pretty good vibration motor in it as well. Design of this, you guys are probably going to say, okay, that looks like an AP Royal Oak, and I'm sure that's the design they were going for here, but it just looks good. So if you want the tech version and much cheaper version of an AP Royal Oak, look no further. This one's pretty cool. Now, if I swipe down, I can get to the settings. I can see the battery, the Bluetooth status, the date, the vibration, brightness, and settings. So I can dim it or make it a little brighter. I think it dimmed itself. I'm not entirely sure, but today it was super dim and I didn't know why. Might be because the battery's low. Pretty incredible. I have not charged this one time since I got it. So when I got it, I charged it up one time and then I haven't charged it since, and it's still got that much battery left. That's pretty good. Let's hop into settings here. You guys can see we got timer, reset, about, power off, and QR code. Pretty basic stuff here, just a timer, start, stop, reset. Now, unfortunately, this little wheel over here doesn't really do anything when you twist it. In fact, you're probably not supposed to twist it, but it does work as just a button, and hey, everything else works by swiping, so we're all good there. Let me turn this back up real quick. Now, if I swipe to the left here, you guys could have your messages if you sync them up with your watch. I personally don't. I choose not to. So that's just me. But there is a quick overview of the watch. Let's take a look at the app, and I will show you guys some even more cool features about this watch. All right, guys, so here is the app. It's called Da Fit. Kind of interesting name there. Let's go ahead and let this sync up. So I just turned on Bluetooth because I don't keep Bluetooth on all the time. So we'll let it all sync up here and we'll see what we got. So sleep, ignore that because I took it off right after I went to bed last night because I decided that I had enough sleep data. I don't like wearing watches to sleep if I can help it, but I really like this interface. This is the best interface of any of these Chinese smartwatches that I've tried. I really like this one. So it's super clean. I can just click on steps here. I can go through, see how many calories I burned, how long, how many miles I actually walked. You guys can see some days I couldn't walk because it was rainy or stormy or something. Now this is interesting here. It says than 59% similar users go much. So the English is not the best here. I don't know where it's getting the data. I don't know what it's trying to say, but you guys can interpret that as you will. Then I got week here. That was the day view. We got week view. And then we've got month view. You guys can see up here the bars from when I got it to when I wore it every day and stuff like that. And you guys can see the steps. And if I want, I can drag this little icon here and see the amount of steps that I took. So super cool. I really like that. Let's talk about the accuracy of the steps. I have found that it's not quite as accurate as my Garmin watch here, but if we're talking price, I mean, this is like 60 bucks. This is like 800. So keep that in mind. This is much cheaper, but it's more of just a pedometer. So like, let's say you were making a protein shake, shaking the shake, you're going to get like 100 steps just from making your protein shake. Whereas I've noticed with this one, it doesn't do that as much, but that's just my personal experience. So let's go out of steps here. Let's take a look at sleep because this is even more interesting. You guys can see here, if I drag this, it says 7 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. Now, accuracy of this is very hard to tell like what's actually legit because, I mean, how are you going to know if this is accurate or not? The only way you can possibly know is by comparing multiple. So I wore this one and this one on my wrist at night. This one's really accurate. This Garmin Fenix 6S Pro Solar. This one, I looked at the clock right before I closed my eyes to sleep last night. And right when I woke up, I looked and this thing was down within like 5 minutes. It knew somehow when I was asleep and when I was awake. Super accurate. I really like that about this. This one, it's been off by, upwards of an hour before, usually less than that. So you really just have to take it with a grain of salt. It's something to kind of look at and you can't base a whole lot off of it, but it is nice to see. So you guys can see here, 7 hours, 14 minutes. That's almost exactly right, like when I was asleep, which is really cool to see. This is the Garmin app, by the way. This is the Garmin Connect app. You guys can kind of compare here with the times about how much sleep I got. So you guys can see they're a little bit different. They're not quite the same between here and here. They're a little bit different, but I say sleep is good enough. And if I scroll down here, you guys can see you got your average heart rate, which is not 100% accurate, but I will tell you a quick funny story. There is a piece of plastic they put over this that I did not see until I was about to film this review. So they need to put some sort of something so that you know that there's a piece of plastic. I don't know how much that affected it because honestly, the heart rate was pretty accurate that I found. But this is off by a little bit at night for sleep. 70% similar users sleep early. Take that what you will. I guess it's when people that use this watch go to sleep. So I do like this. I think it's creepy that they do this without you opting in, but at the same time, if they are actually collecting this, I don't know. I just think it's interesting to see, kind of when you sleep versus when everyone else does. If it's accurate, I don't know where they're getting their data. Full day heart rate. So I turn this on. I think it goes every 5 minutes. So it'll take my heart rate, which is not the way that I like it. I like it to be constant, but that kills battery. So you guys can see kind of how it did there. Pretty much not a whole lot going on. Go to week view, month view. And this is interesting because my heart rate was definitely above this. Because when I go for a walk, if I go up some really big hills and jog a little bit, my heart rate will go up a lot more than 79. So I found that interesting. I believe this is just when I clicked to measure the heart rate. Yeah, on the 23rd. So that's not the full day heart rate. That's different. Blood pressure, I don't mess with that because I have no way to really tell if that's accurate or not. Blood oxygen, I did not do that, which I probably should have. I actually thought that it did it on its own, but I guess I have to manually do it. Not a big fan of that. I think it should do it on its own maybe once or twice a day. Outdoor running, didn't do that. Walking right here, this is cool because I don't think this is using GPS or anything. I think this is using just me walking. But when we look here, you guys can see the heart rate definitely fluctuates a lot more. So I wish that this would reflect in the full day heart rate, but you guys can see it's super cool because this is not using GPS or anything. I don't think it just knows somehow. And I did 3.8 miles maybe. So it's close. It's not perfect, but it's something. It's better than not having anything. So that is the today view. I just wanted to quickly give you guys an overview. Here you guys can see the watch itself, watch faces you can go through. You can get more if you want. I couldn't get that to work the other day. Let me see if it will now. This might actually load. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes they load, sometimes they don't, apparently. This one you can edit. The other ones you can't, but you can change the colors here. But let's go back out of this. Let's look at notifications. So if you're curious about which notifications you can actually see on this, here they are. The specific ones themselves. Go back out of there. Alarms, you can set multiple alarms, which is cool. I don't use that, but I can understand why some people would want an alarm on the wrist to wake them up. Shutter, so you can use your watch to help you take a photo. So this is where you can get into some time formats, find my device, reminders to move, full day heart rate. I've got it set to every 5 minutes. So you're going to want to change this. I don't know what close means. I don't know. That probably means that it's off. But I wish it had continuous. Do not disturb, language, unit format, stuff like that. You want to go in here and change some of this to your liking as soon as you get the watch, because a lot of this will not be set up how you want. Now for weather, I didn't actually turn that on before. I just put in Fort Lauderdale right now just for fun. But if you give it location access, I think you can pull it from there as well. Upgrade, this is for firmware updates. And as you guys can see, I am already up to date, so nothing to do there. And lastly, you've got your About Me. You can change your goal, your health settings, and your profile. So you can go through and do that as you wish. So that's all I got for this one, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this watch. I think it looks super cool, trendy. It's definitely unique. Kumi does have other colors, so if you don't like this gold, you can get something else, but I think it looks really cool. The app is nice. The tracking on this is probably one of the best that I've seen, and I think this thing's under 60 bucks right now. So in my opinion, this watch is a win. So go check it out. Links to it down below. I will also try to have a discount code for you if you buy it through HEKKA's website. Big thank you and shout out to them for sending this out free for review. I believe they are rebranding right now, so their name might change a little bit. But this is the Kumi GW20. So if you want to look it up that way, you can do it as well. I'll try to link it down below. That's all I got. If you liked the video, hit it with a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.